Let's talk about the universal growth cycle. If you're somebody that's into growing, man, you're my kind of people. Because when you start to grow, you actually produce happiness in yourself when you're moving forward. Because I really believe we were created to advance, move forward, take dominion, be the head, not the tail. And when we're not, we don't feel good. We don't feel satisfied, fulfilled. We don't feel like we're being all that we are. We don't feel like we're walking in our full potential because we're not. So I really believe that we were created to grow. And whatever is not growing, it's either dead or it's dying. So we have to grow. So this is the universal growth cycle, and you have to go through these 5 stages of growth in order to get to the highest place of confidence. Because life is a confidence game. No matter what you're doing, if you have high confidence, you're gonna be able to win. So this growth cycle is all the stages of growth that we must go through, and it also gives you a map of how to create confidence for yourself. Here it goes. 5 things here. Write these things down, and I'm gonna go over each one, okay? First one is clarity, second one is commitment, third one is courage, fourth one is capabilities, and 5, the fifth, the last one, that's confidence. That's when you're gonna feel like at your highest potential, your highest peak, where you're like, whoo, I'm certain I got this, get out of my way, like when you're confident. So these are the 5 things that you need to go through in order to make that happen, okay? So first thing is clarity. You have to get clear of where you're going, why you're gonna go there, how you're gonna get there, who you're gonna get there with. You have to be clear. Because look, if you're not clear, you're gonna be like, hesitate, procrastinate. This is where people struggle. Once you're clear, that's when you can commit. You can't fully commit to something you're not fully clear about. Then you can have courage, because your brain, once you get clear, you're like, I got it. Now you can fully commit. Something happens inside of you. You create this courage, this higher certainty in yourself, because your brain now understands, it sees. Because if you can't really see, it's like closing your eyes and then somebody telling you just to run. You're gonna be confident just to freaking run? Like me right now, if I even though I have my eyes open right now and I can kind of scan what's here, if I close my eyes and you just tell me to run, I'm gonna run into something, right? Because I don't have the clarity. I'm not gonna have the confidence to like sprint. I'm gonna like maybe, I'm gonna be like this. That's not confidence though, right? That's kind of like, I'm trying to move through the thing. No, you wanna have confidence. You want to be able to move with speed and certainty. And in order to be able to move with speed and certainty, you gotta have that clarity and commitment. See, if I'm not clear about what's here, I'm not gonna be committed to freaking sprint. I can't fully commit. But if my eyes are open and I can see, man, I can fully commit. I can watch me. I wanna go, right? See, your courage gets really high because I can see. When you can't see, you're gonna have fear. You're gonna doubt yourself. You're gonna hesitate, procrastinate. So that's why you gotta get clear. That's where you can get committed. Then that's where you generate your own commitment. Now, as you are going, because as I'm clear and as I sprint and as I'm taking action, guess what? I'm gonna find out things that I'm not good at. I'm gonna find out things that I need to get better at so that I can run faster, so I can move quicker, so I can grow. Whatever my goal is, these are 5 stages of growth. Build your capabilities. What do you need to learn? Be a learner. It's really sad that people spend way more money on entertainment than education. How are you developing yourself? Do you have a self-development plan? What? Self-development plan? Who has a self-development plan? You need to have a self-development plan. You are gonna be your own cap, your own limit, because you're operating at 100% of your own mindset ceiling. You're doing your best according to what you know. Why limit yourself? Build your capabilities. So why limit yourself when you can build your capabilities? You can speed your process, build yourself, develop yourself in any area, books, courses, things like this on YouTube University, right? Build your capabilities. And it's not just about the learning, because it's not really learned until you live it out. A lot of people, they learn, they memorize, and they can say it and repeat it, but they're not living it out. You don't get the real benefits from what you learn until you actually do it. You put it into action. That's when you get the results. That's when you get the rewards, when you're actually planting the seed, right? And you gotta plant good seed, which is why you gotta build your capabilities, your knowledge, so the seeds that you're planting are really good, because every seed that you plant produces after its own kind. You plant an apple seed, what happens? What kind of tree comes out? An apple tree, and then the tree produces apples, right? Every seed produces after its own kind. It'd be really weird if I plant an apple seed and then an orange tree comes out. Not gonna happen. This is the universal law of the seed. So with your capabilities, what seeds are you planting with actions? What seeds are you planting in your mind? What are you learning? What are you gaining? What are you speaking out? These are all things that you need to build in your capabilities so that you can grow and build your speed and certainty, and then that way we can get to this place of confidence. Let me give you a real simple example of this, like tying your shoes. Tying your shoes. Did you know how to tie your shoes like when you were born? No, you had to learn, right? How did you learn? First, you had to get clarity. So your mom and dad are like, okay, here, Richard, here. They used to call me Richie. Here, Richie. Here's one, you do like a bunny ear. Here's another bunny ear, and you go around like however your parents taught you. They start to give you clarity of how to do it. They show you, they do it for you, and you're looking, you're watching, right? Now all of a sudden you're like, and then they say, okay, you try it. Oh, I don't want to do it. You don't give me the Velcro shoes, right? You don't want to do it. No, you have to commit. Once they show you over and over, you're like, okay, it's making more sense. All right, I'm gonna try it more. You start to get more commitment because you have more clarity. Now you start to do it more. You start to get more commitment because you have this courage. And now you're like trying to tie your shoes in front of other people because you have more courage. Even though you're messing it all up, you're still like, I can tie my shoe, and it's all a bunch of knots, and you're like, because you have more courage, right? Because you committed to it, you're learning it. But then what happens? You start to build your capabilities as you keep doing it. Somebody else shows you, you start to get step 1, step 2, step 3, now all of a sudden you're tying your shoe, right? Now you're not messing it up all the time, and it's not coming loose, you know how tight to do it. Like your capability of tying your shoe got really good, to the point where now if you tie your shoe, how you do it? And you could be tying your shoe and talking to somebody, and you're not even thinking about tying your shoe. That's how confident and how automatic it is. You can apply this to anything in your life. When you're building a business, get clarity, right? Get commitment, starts to create that courage. You start to build capabilities that you need, and all of a sudden you're doing, then you're like, boom, I got it now. I feel really confident about what I'm doing. Then guess what? Okay, now that I'm here, I accomplished my goal, I'm confident, I got this down. I'm gonna start to think, where's my next level, right? Where's my next area of growth? And then boom, I gotta start this all over again. I gotta get clarity for that next level. I gotta get committed for that next level. I gotta create my courage. I gotta build my capabilities so I can get to that next level and be like, oh, I got this level now, what's next? And then I start this growth cycle all over again. You can apply this to every area of your life because this is the universal growth cycle. Now, if you guys enjoyed this, please comment below. Tell me how this helps you. Whenever I share this with people, with my clients, it's like, oh man, you just gave me so much clarity of like where I am in my life and what I need to do to get to that next. Man, thank you, Richard. Like this really opens up people's minds and shows them where they're at and how to get to where they want to go. The universal growth cycle. So I appreciate you guys for watching these videos. Make sure you comment below. Tell me if there's any other topics that you would like to learn. Any questions about this, any comments, subscribe, like, share with other people that would enjoy this, because people need to hear this stuff. It's so simple, but so powerful. A lot of it is common sense, but it's not common practice. So share it with somebody. Thanks again. I'm Richard Martinez, and I'll see you in the next video.